Good evening and welcome to Inside Culture. I'm Melody Thomas and we have another great show for you this evening. And you know what? This is a returning guest. This is someone who's been on Inside Culture before. Guys, welcome Prince Wazir to Inside Culture.
Thank you very much and thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I mean, last time you were here explaining your whole journey into the Calypso Monarch and all of that stuff. And you also did your Chutney Monarch thing. So explain to me what happened there, because we didn't get to catch up since.
Oh, I had an assignment Monday morning and it was in SU Cribbo and I could not return to that assignment. The assignment was very, very important, so I chose the assignment.
Well, you choose the assignment?
Yes.
So how was that actual experience doing that competition?
The more you do it, it's the more interesting it gets, because the more you get to learn and see what they do. And after the last experience, I think I think most singers, including me, we will take a step back, because it's too much things going on behind the scene to help you to produce real good music and to step up to the plate.
For sure. I mean, you're releasing your own music for a while now.
Yep.
I know you have some new stuff that you're releasing.
Yep.
But I just wanted to find out from you, why did you decide to go into releasing chutney music?
Because it's my birthright, funny enough. So there's this famous guy and he's Bangali Babu. You hear it, Bangali Babu, that's my father created a song. And then it was adopted by Terry Gadraj. So I was the oldest son and I was the one who sent into music. My mom made sure that I got into music after my father passed away, and my father made sure I learned music. So it's my birthright. I'm supposed to do this. This is what I'm supposed to do. The other thing is that why this conversation is important about birthright is that my father music now, his name is Manny Hanif, like I said, his music now, chutney singers from Trinidad and Suriname and Holland are now taking his songs and doing them back. Over the past 3 months or 4 months ago, like they had two singers just brought back two of his songs again.
Okay.
So now it's relevant. His music is relevant. So after seeing this is going on now, I've been working in the scene behind. So I thought it's important now that I bring forth more Guyanese music should be producing.
And when you say behind, I know personally that you do a lot of, you're a musician, so you do a lot of teaching, you do a lot of other stuff, and that's what you mean when you say behind the scenes, right?
Right, correct.
So you work a lot with young people.
Yes.
So you're creating not only opportunities for yourself, but for the young people by training them to be the future of music in Guyana.
Correct. So I think, anyway, somewhere from way back, since I was young, I had the ability to see people who can sing. So I would usually try to get them into music. And then over the years, that became my primary thing. I would go out, I see somebody can sing, hey, come sing. I have a recording for you, I have a song, I have a track I can do for you. And pretty soon I started got people. So over the past few years, I was placed in a position by some very wonderful people to allow me to able to scout talent at the right age, at the right place. And because of that, I am here, because if I'm going to put those people into the industry, then myself and the Guyanese people and you should have a very plain and open talk about the chutney industry.
Exactly, for sure. We're going to definitely have that conversation shortly. But I know that I've heard a lot of your music before. We've played a lot of your stuff already on the station. The album that you're releasing now, does it have a title?
Yes.
What's the title?
Insanity and Beyond.
Now, I find that pretty interesting, because insanity and, for me, and chutney, I don't know if it goes together.
No, somehow it doesn't make sense.
So what inspired that actual title?
I was out of the music industry. I quit. I used to be a star a long time ago, and then you don't make money. As a singer, as an artist in Guyana, the chutney music have a ceiling. And when you hit that ceiling, that's it. There's a pace, everything, even the payment that you get, everything, the treatment, everything. There's a ceiling. When that's done, you're done. So when you hit that ceiling, you're done. There's nothing else. There's no way up. It's only down after then, because there's either younger singers, more hungry people that will be coming behind you.
Right.
So when you hit that ceiling, it's either you retire, stop singing, coaching, or doing something. But I was never part of that. If you know me from a young man, I was working in the technology. So my idea was to work inside of the technology and get everybody involved to make a recording cheaper and more accessible to everybody.
Right. And I know that it's a new album. Yes. It's a new feel. How is it different from the other stuff that you were doing before and releasing before?
Okay. Well, I had to return to the chutney music because of my current employment and everything. And when I got in at 2017, and then I woke up to the reality of the chutney music in 2019. wasn't good. It wasn't fun. So that's how the album name came in, because of everything that I looked at on the album. And every song is one of those fun experiences I would have had within that period of time. All of these songs are from 2017 to now, but the album, I was working on it for about 6 years now.
Wow. And what, did it drive you insane? That's why it's called Insane.
Oh, we will get to the insane part later.
Are there any like notable people on the album that worked on it with you, collaborations or anything like that?
Yes. Well, pretty much all of the big ones. I have Nichelle Balkisu, Nichelle B. I have Vanita Willie. I work with, well, she is one of our artists from Mango Production.
Right.
Then I worked with Bunty Singh. He's the big guy from Borbies. Then there is another Nandani singer, Sexy Vani. She's from, I don't know where she is, but she's from Luziknan. So I've had to work, I get to work. And in terms of live performance, I am with Vicadi, Tony Cuts, and all these people on stage regularly every week.
Performing and you're
Yes,
getting
so-
back into it now.
So yes, I'm full into it back.
Fall into it back again. That's excellent. Now, I mean, there's a big question I want to get into, but I think we should save that big question for the end because I think that is pretty much the most interesting part.
Okay.
But I know you have a record label that you're about to launch.
Right, correct.
And I think that's pretty exciting because I think that Guyana needs more variety of labels.
Correct.
As well. So tell me a bit about the label.
So the label is Mango Production. Very unusual name for a record label.
Right.
And in case you're asking, so Mango is my little girl. When I saw her, when I met her, everything changed. I didn't care. I was one of those artists who have done everything, live everything, seen everything. So I gave up and I was done. I was living in my swamp in the country alone with nobody to bother me. And then I met this little child. And then it changed every single thing. It gave me a reason to go back and do all of it the proper way and the right way. So my record label is Mango Production, and I am doing primarily Guyanese music from a Guyanese standpoint, with a Guyanese conversation. If you don't like my dialect, then I will say that you don't like Guyanese people.
And that's the thing, is it the authenticness of being Guyanese and, you know, sticking to your truth is what Mango Productions is about, right?
Correct. It's all about.
And do you have any other like artists on the label at the moment, or is it just you at this time?
There is 3 more young artists, and they will be coming out at the end of August.
We don't want to give away too much stuff because,
No.
it's going to be exciting when you launch them.
Right, but I have 3 young artists coming up, and I'll definitely send them to you over when they're coming out. 3 young female artists, actually.
Oh, excellent.
So, there
and
you go.
another thing as well, like for artists at home that might be interested, are you looking for talent for the label?
The funny way I operate is that these talents show up at my door, and then I work with them. That's true. I usually say, whatever the universe or God sent to me, that's it. I'll take them and work with them. But at this time, I know, this is what I say to everyone. Guyana is filled with stars. Guyana have a lot of stars, a lot of talented people, but they don't have the opportunity nor know with the avenue to do it. So I am here. Look for me on Facebook. You can find me and my phone number and contacting, and I will produce you. I will promote you. I am looking to put Guyanese on the map. Guyana music is now becoming great. We are on the world stage. So,
And just to let you know as well, that Mango Productions is now a new sponsor of Inside Culture. So, guys, you will check the advert. You'll get all the contact information if you want to contact the production company or Prince Wazir. We'll have that for you during the break. As you mentioned, being in the industry in Guyana is not easy.
no, it's not.
It's tough. I'm suspecting that in certain genres are even more tougher than others.
Yes, it is.
So why would you decide to work in Chutney, music here in Guyana? And how do you feel about the whole industry in Guyana as a whole?
That's one of the reasons why I came. And I know you're the best person to come and talk to about this. Safest person. So I quit because of what was going on in the business. And this is for law enforcement. Governments around the world will be paying attention. This conversation is for you now. I quit because Guyana was very successful. We were producing music. And then what happened is that the artists got greedy. They would make a couple of $1 million, and they can live comfortably with that. That couple of $1 million does not mean nothing to these artists. From the time they start to make that couple of $1 million, and each one of them want to live like the hip-hop artists in America, like Eminem and all these people. They want to be like them. So then they start to sidestep and invest other things into the music. And then that's when the illegal activity started to take over. So what happened within the Chutney music, if you're paying attention, yes, Guyana Chutney music, it got closed down. because the US government stopped allowing us to go there, and Canadian government stopped allowing us to go there because what happened, we started to do backtrack. We started carrying a bunch of illegal people along with our groups to America and Canada. So they got tired of us, shut the country and said, don't come back. And that was it. We got locked down. Then coronavirus came, and I don't know what happened. The clock got zeroed, and then it was open for everyone again.
Yeah.
So after it got closed, none of us could travel. We could not make money. You can travel, you can go, but you can't perform in the people's country. They don't want you there. And a lot of big artists, they'll just call them into the embassy, stamp their passport red, do not come back or appear to another U.S. embassy anywhere in the world. A lot of these artists who were doing the trafficking and moving of people. So after that was done, it got bad, everybody retired, I stepped away, I quit. Then when I came back into it recently, in 2019, I came back as a hungry, broke musician.
Right.
I did that to see the work. I was going to do this now from the bottom up. I did as a hungry, broke musician and work my way up. So I got a realistic view of the industry. Now, so this fresh of people now, the new set of people who got in there was three persons.
Right.
During coronavirus, you had Pua, Vanita Willie, you had Vicari, and Tony Coates. Those were the three, everybody knew them. Those were the three people who got famous during coronavirus.
Right.
And then coronavirus done, and then you had a few more artists who were adding on top of that. And then as I started to look at the industry, during coronavirus, this was quiet and nice. And then the greed started once again. So right now, the industry is in a whole lot of mess. So I'm sitting here before the US government decides to lock us off, or the Canadian government decides to stop us from going. We're going to talk about what's going on inside of the industry right now, right here, today, now. Caribana weekend is just finishing, so all of the big business would close down for now. There's like about one or two major groups that comes out of Guyana. Pay attention, from Barbie specifically. Now that group is only about 2 or 3 singers go out there in that group. The rest of the people, they're all going backtrack illegally. Now, as the Guyanese public, you say, this is money making, them by hustling, everything is good. Forget about every single thing else involved. Allow me to inject for 2 minutes what happens to an individual when they go on backtrack. So I'm going to separate this into male and female. You are show up there, when they take you over there now, you're there. They get you into the country. Your family is late to pick you up. Your beating will start from then. And a videotape will be made and sent to your family. And then if it's a male, you're getting beaten constantly until somebody come and pick you up and pay you money. You're there illegally. They can't report to the police. They can't tell you nothing. You're going to be abused until somebody come and pick you up. Now use your imagination, Guyanese people. If it's a female, what happens?
Even worse, I guess.
Just. My birthright is the chutney music, and there's a lot of people who want to do chutney music, and you can make money, you can get rich from the music. I know one artist that I produced become a millionaire within 2 years. You understand? So the money is there to be made, but these people get greedy, really, 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 really greedy.
And make it worse for everyone.
So they kill it for everybody. So right now there's 1 or 2 groups in Guyana who is killing it for every single person.
Right.
You understand? They are going out, and every time they go, they got about, the group might be made up of 5 persons, and they got 20 people going with the group. And all of those people are going backtrack illegally.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And so doesn't the government know about this, or there's nothing
No,
being done?
these people are well prepared. Hey, I know your secret, so let me talk about it here. They got a guy named in the United States. He works around the US government. He knows all the people, and he knows how to get all the paperwork done straightly. So he's one of the people who are deeply embedded into all these people who help the illegal activity to go. Now, allow me to add a little bit more fun to it here. So for the TSA staff, the Mary Airport staff, if you're looking for drugs, I know you stop them constantly and you're looking for drugs. They're not moving drugs. They don't have that kind of belly. They move people and money. Large amount of money is being moved in and out of Guyana by these people, these artists, these chutney artists, and people. Whoever they're traveling beside them, that's the person who's going trafficking. Even if it's a little child, that child is going out to be sold.
That is a serious allegation you're making.
Very, very, very serious allegation, because I've watched it happen. Very, very. You see, most of these people, allow me to share this with you. I was buried. I was cancelled because I found out about the people. When I go into the business and I found out what happened, they buried me. People used to show up at my house with guns, AK-47, because I found out. Remember, I'm talking about some very serious things here now. So when they found out that I found out, I used to be hiding under my bed. That's how bad it got, until I decided to come out and start meeting them on the road. That's when I realized I'm calling a bunch of chicken. Because when you show up now and start to face them back with all these things now, that's when everybody start running and hiding. So for quite some time after I forgot what was going on, I was hiding from them. I kept very far from the business. Until about 2 Saturdays ago, I had a show in Mahika. These guys were there. So I always did not trust none of these people. So I left my phone down, out in the room, the dressing room, and went on stage and performed. About 24 hours later, I decided to hit play.
Right.
That's when I get a better understanding of what they do when they go out. Now, some of these artists have seen them in action, but some of them have never seen them. You have to see the activities that they're taking part in at the back of the stage.
Wow.
And these are
Allegedly, right?
No!
Not
There is
alleged.
no alleged here. I'm Prince Wazir. I don't want to allege. I'm telling you what I see and I know. That's it. Different person.
And the reason why you're saying these things or make it or bring it to light is because it's affecting you as
Not
an
me.
artist. Or
It affects all of us because when they get into trouble with the governments, all of us is out of money. All those young artists that is coming up, they don't have a future anymore. They're done.
they can't get any bookings, they
No,
can't get no
you can't
visas,
go
they
anywhere.
can't go anywhere.
We are not making money in Guyana. The artists really make a few dollars in Guyana. But when these people go up out there, that's where you make your money. An average Chatney artist make about 3,000. A really good Chatney artist make $3,000 per night.
Right.
3,000 US dollar. A Guyanese Chatney artist, they make about 15 to 18 because the respect is not there. And the same promoter who's promoting, everybody else is promoting Guyanese, so they don't pay Guyanese artists. Rather pay a Trinidad artist $3,000 and pay a really good Guyanese artist. And nothing is wrong with that because our artist is not stepping up.
Right.
Right? We are not producing at a rate in which those people are producing out there. So we can't complain.
But why is it that we're not stepping up, you think? We have good producers.
No, we don't have good producers. That's the problem. We have 3 studios in Guyana, 4 studios. If you look at it, you have Darrell, myself, Shakti Strings, and one of them in Borbies. And out of the 3 of us, we'll get a lot of work because a lot of the work, he works for the government or with the government. The rest of us, we're pretty much producing our own thing, doing our own thing for the side. We do not
Right.
get assistance from everybody, so we're independent. So we have to make this work for us. So you don't have really a whole other opportunity. And a studio like, let's say, like, they are in the entire government system,
Right.
embedded into the government and the Guyana organization. So anything that you need, the government need, or any part of Guyana need, they go straight to them. So the rest of the organization in Guyana is just secondary. They will not matter at no point in time.
But you know what the crazy thing is, right? Because seriously, we're being 100% honest right now. The crazy thing is that when you're in other camps, like this is Chutney we're talking about. If you're in with the reggae crew or you're with the soca artist, they all think this one thing. They think that they have issues and they think that the Chutney industry don't have no issues. They feel like
we are
the
worse.
Chutney industry has money behind them. They have everything
Yeah, no,
for them.
no,
They help each other. They're like, you know what I mean?
No, the Chatney music is controlled by 3 or 4 persons. The entire Chatney music is controlled by 3 or 4 persons. There is only one guy who released Chatney music in the world online. The online guy is just one person that every person has to go through.
And they release it?
And
So he's a distributor for the Chutney music?
the online distributor. So guess what? If you're not his friends, your music is dead. You can produce the best music better than everybody else. Your music is not going through. And Mango production music don't go through there. And a lot of artists don't go through there. This is a Trinidad gentleman, and he have connection. And what happened is that the couple of artists in Guyana, like if there are 3 or 4 artists, they already buy him out. He's sold. So when they buy him out, whatever price they pay him, you can't buy that. You can't beat that price as a regular artist or person. You understand? So they lack out the industry. Then the same thing with the biggest promoter might be coming into Guyana, his friends will only appear at the show. Or if you're a female artist, if you're not his friend, you have to be prepared to, well, do other things to get on the show. It's not happening just like that.
Right.
So the Chatney is worse than probably the rest of them. We always say, I look at it, I said, soca got more money and representation. You look at soca shows and every single thing people show up. Chatney music, that is where the fun happens.
So how are you or Mango Productions and yourself aiming to make a difference in this whole situation? How can you make a difference?
It's easy. That's very, very, very easy. As I sit here, I talk to the people, I talk to them, and this is me issuing a direct warning to all of you artists. Whoever is involved in illegal activity, I am asking you personally to walk away now. You quit, you walk away. So this is between me and every single one of you in the illegal activity in the Chatney business. Hi.
Okay. So let's just quickly slide. I think he said what he has to say. We're going to slide back to the album. When's the album out?
So actually, when you start tomorrow, that's when we start producing.
Oh,
So I'm waiting on you.
you waiting on me?
Yeah,
Well, we're good to go tomorrow then.
Yeah, so from tomorrow, I'm on radio stations and everything.
Excellent.
And I'm doing the online and release at the same time. So,
And you got any videos coming, or we got some videos in the pipeline?
so we have 2 more videos that has to be added within the next month. But for now, everything is pretty much online, and we are going forward.
And any bookings that the fans can come and see you?
For now, no. The reason why is that we do not have any kind of avenues in Ghana where we can really put these artists on the displays yet. So I think that we need some more time. So I think we have time to develop these artists, put more music out, let them be in the Guyanese face before we put them on stage.
Excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about the album, about yourself, before we go?
Okay. So my album is fun. It's fun. The music, all of it is fun, and I try to keep it as an adult, grown-up content. Now, when I say adult content, I don't mean no strong sexual content or anything of violence. I mean, I keep it into the adult. I am not a young man. I can't sing about certain things. I'm an older person, so I sing about adult stuff.
Right.
So most of the content in the album is about adult stuff, and it's fun for every single person. Good meat, good beat, good groove, every single thing. I keep it in line with the international standard. That's it.
Excellent. Prince Wazir, thank you so much for joining us on Inside Culture. And we look forward to having you back again and also welcoming your new artists who will be on your label. Please don't feel any way to come here and release anything with us in the future.
Thank you very much for having me. Man, this is where I come. You're my friend.
Guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time right here on Inside Culture.